Morning everybody and welcome to another assembly. I hope you're all doing well this morning. Sun is out, sun is shiny. Right. So one of the things I've been, me and the kids have been doing recently is watching Britain's Got Talent auditions. Have you been watching those? And some of my favourite ones are the ones where people do some really crazy stunts, you know, the type of stunts that say, do not try this at home. I saw someone yesterday who was juggling knives on a really high unicycle. And then he went on a really high unicycle and broke a world record, in fact. So crazy things. And we thought, maybe, have we got the courage to do some things? Now, I can't juggle knives, wouldn't really want to. So my able assistants and I, we're going to try a few little challenges here. You may or may not want to try these yourselves. Have we got the courage to do this? So I've got 3 lemon slices here. What have I got? So are we feeling brave enough to eat the lemon slice?
The whole thing.
We'll eat the whole, well, not the whole thing, just have a good bite of a lemon slice, because we know that is a little bit, it's going to be a bit sour, isn't it? Okay, ready? Can we play after 3? Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I can't do it.
Oh,
I can't.
even worse after just brushing your teeth. Oh, that was horrible.
Didn't even taste a bite. I can't do that.
I guess it barely touches, but okay. All right.
Now I'm saving it for later.
Morning, Jan. Right. We're facing our fears. Okay, how about some chili peppers?
No, I can't do that.
If you come into... Okay, can we take a bite of the chili?
You never told me it was a jalapeno.
It's not a jalapeno. Okay. Right, we're going to just face our fears and give it a go.
Is that really spicy?
Oh, I've got to
does it look like a crab?
say the green is easier. You want to try the green? Guys are going to try the red pepper. You know, bite the red pepper?
Okay.
Okay, I don't think we'll be appearing on Britain's Got Talent anytime soon with these, but we are facing our fears, aren't we?
It's just a pepper.
Okay, let's have a little go with that one. Okay. So I'm going to tell you about someone in the Bible today who faced up with fears. Now, what I want to talk to you about is courage, really. So you might have fears.
Get a drink.
There are drinks available. Having fears is perfectly normal, and being afraid is perfectly normal. But what courage does is help you face those fears. Now, there's lots of examples in the Bible of people having great courage through God. So I'm going to pick just one story just to focus on today, and then we're going to make something which might help us as well. So I'll show you this. Can you guess who it is that we're going to be talking about? So I'm going to talk to you about David. And when we have this story, David was just a boy. And David was part of the tribes of Israel, and they were being besieged by the Philistines. And the Philistines had one particular fearsome, really scary warrior on their side. He was freakishly tall, you know, the sort of Guinness World Record style tall, and his name was Goliath, and everyone was scared of him. And he would go, "Who will fight me?" And actually all of those warriors on the Israelite side were a little bit scared, and they were afraid. I mean, it's understandable they were afraid, but they weren't prepared to face their fears. And little David heard this, and he said, "I'll go and fight him." And everyone thought he was a bit crazy, but he faced up to his fears, and he had courage. So what did he do to fight Goliath? Didn't take a big sword or armor. He just took his little slingshot, and he put a stone in it. And because he had been a shepherd boy, he was probably used to using this to sort of scare off the wolves and things. And he went, I'm not going to flick a ball in there, and he managed to get Goliath square in the temple there, and Goliath fell over, and he was defeated. And it was just that little boy. Didn't have any superpowers or anything, but he faced that fear with courage. And you know, David went on to write a lot of songs in the Bible. We have in the book of Psalms, and lots of those talk about how he feels that God is always with him and God will support him. And that is where we can get our courage from. We know that God has promised that he will always be with us, and his love can cast out fear. And so I want to make just a little something for you to use. A nice little, this is like, call it like a stress ball or a hacky sack, something that you can just have and squeeze and feel comforted with. Now, I've made these ones before, and all you need are 2 balloons and something to fill them with. Now, I filled these ones with flour. My flour is a little bit in short supply at the moment. So I'm going to use some rice because I've got a big bag of rice at the moment. And I think a nice song to play along as I show you how to do this is, it's not a song from church. You might recognize it from the football stands, and it's called You'll Never Walk Alone. And it's not written about God, but I'd like to think that if David were to write a new psalm today, he might write something along the lines of this, which Rogers and Hammerstein write. So You'll Never Walk Alone. I'll have that on in the background if I can, if I can find it. Let's do the original Jerry and the Pacemakers version. Okay. Right. Okay. First of all, take 1 balloon. Ideally, have 2 balloons the same color, but it doesn't matter if you don't. Blow it out a little bit. And then let the air out again. That just helps stretch it a little bit. Then take your filling. So I've got rice here. But you could use flour. If you use flour, it's going to get a bit messy, but that's okay. So you might want to find a funnel. I couldn't find a funnel, so I'm just going to slowly and carefully pour the rice into my balloon. Keep going. I have a lot of spillage, but that's okay. I'll collect all those bits up. Fill up a bit more. Keep filling. Okay, there we go. It's getting nice to the bottom now. So there we go, nice sort of shape. Right, just make space for a little bit more. There we go. Right, now tie a knot. You might want someone to help you with that bit. So tie your knot, and then you can just cut the end bit off. Not all the way, so the knot still works. We'll just cut that end bit off there. And then get your other balloon, and this will be your outer layer. So choose a nice colour that you like. So I've got this nice one. And cut around about there. Just where the neck basically goes. Could probably do with some slightly better scissors. There we go. I think the song was so good that we'll have that again. So have a think about the things that make you maybe slightly scared, slightly anxious. Maybe you are scared of doing exams. Perhaps you're scared of going back to school. Are you a little bit afraid when you have to take a penalty? Are you, you know, when you're at school and you're in reception and you take the register, you always get someone to go with you, don't you? get your register buddy. But that's not because the register's heavy, it's because it's nice to have someone alongside you. And that is exactly what God does. So when you're facing those fears, whether it be taking a penalty, standing up to bullies, worrying about going back to school, face your fear. Remember that God is alongside you. And let's just see what I'm doing here. I'm using that second bit of balloon just to cover up the knot end. Ooh. And then it will cover nicely all the way to the other end. I can just trim that down a little bit more if it's still a bit big. You get the point. There you have your very own little stress ball. You can carry around with you. If you've got anxieties, use this to remind yourself that God is always with you. You'll never walk alone, and that we can have courage and face our fears. Doesn't have to be eating a chili or a lemon, whatever it is, God is always with us. Okay, guys, stay safe, and I will see you tomorrow.